There is a saying that sometimes the best part of reaching somewhere is the road that takes you there. What started as a simple ride to Cherai turned into something I wasn't expecting. By the end of this day, I witnessed a tradition that's slowly disappearing, stumbled upon a celebration that brought back childhood memories, and caught a sunset that, well, you'll see. But first, we need to get there. Let's go. Kannur to Cherai, roughly 270 kilometers of coastal roads and one mission: to explore a place I've heard so much about but never truly experienced. I thought I knew what to expect: beaches, backwaters, the usual coastal vibes. But I had witnessed three things I never planned for, and honestly, those unplanned moments made this entire ride worth it. If you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing and like the video if you had a good experience. And don't forget to leave a comment on what you liked about Cherai. 270 kilometers. That's a lot of time to think about what you're riding towards. Finally, in Cherai, and before we do anything, we are fueling up. Because what's coming next? Let's just say we are going to need the energy. After lunch, the real exploration began. And within the first hour, I understood why this place is different.
Okay, and I can definitely tell you this needs a separate day, a separate dedicated video all to itself. This is a beautiful place. I never expected it to be this beautiful. So there are so many things which I will start showing it to you as I go along. So first, we are planning to go to the harbour. There's a harbour close by. So while coming itself, we saw plenty lot of the trawler boats and small fishing boats and the nets that they. I don't. There's a particular method of fishing that it's called. I will try to figure that out as I go along. But that is a very old traditional method of fishing that they practice in many parts of Kerala. And at the same time, there's a beach which is on this side, and you can already see that the sun is about to set. Probably give it another 1 hour. And there's another. We'll have to go back. There's another place which has the backwaters, and there's a road that goes in the center, which is very beautiful as well. So we also went there, and again we'll be going back and covering that in the video. And I think other than that, just the road itself, the way we're going right now, there's not much. But we'll be going back the other way, where I'll show you that that side is really nice. It's very interesting. That's where most of the homestays and the hotels and a lot of people are there basically. So we'll try to cover that as we're going back. So for now, we'll be heading towards the harbour, and we'll try to capture as much as possible for you. So we're currently in Cherai for day 5 of our Epic Coastal Ride 2025, and we have currently covered 1,522 kilometers altogether so far, and I think we pretty much have the exact same number to cover for the rest of it, where we will cover Next is Kanyakumari, then Rameshwaram, Dhanushkodi, and then we'll go to Pondicherry, Chennai, and then back to Bangalore. So this is going to be an adventure to remember for us. And tag along and like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, your love and your support will help us go a long way. You can see here, this is basically the iconic Chinese fishing nets, and in Kerala they call it the China Wala. Wala is basically net, and China is the slang or the way of saying it is China. And thank you, Anand, for that. So as I said, so this is a very old method of catching fish. I don't know if they still use it, but I will show you. There are plenty lot of this even on the other side, but we'll be going there. But I, this is the first one I saw, so I thought I'll capture this and let you guys know. So these are the Chinese fishing nets, and you can actually see it. There's one, two, three, four, multiple on the other side as well. So we can have a look at this. Now these are the smaller boats, not the bigger ones. The trawlers are on the other side. These are very small boats. I think these probably just go, lay the nets and then they come back. But the trawlers are the ones which go deep. They normally stay for 10 to 15 days. They put their nets, and then there's a whole mechanism of how they catch the fish. I remember once because I'd been to one of these boats in Honavara, and the owner of that boat, he actually explained the process to us of how they actually catch fish. So it's very interesting. So maybe I will try to give that information to you as well. But let's go to the actual trawlers for now. So these are the smaller ones. Off to the trawlers. Then yeah, the Munambam fishing harbour. So ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಪೋವಾ ಹಾಂ ఇక్కడ ಬೋಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಡನೆ ಉಂಟಾ ಸರ್ ಬೋಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಲ್ದ ಬೋಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ അങ്ങോട്ടാ. So here we are at the harbor, and you can just have a look at these boats. So these are called the trawlers, as I said, and these are really, really big boats, right? So normally, what happens is a team of 15 to 20 people, they board this, and they usually go out for 10 to 15 days into the deeper sea. And right below this, normally in front, I don't know if I can actually show it here, but let me see. Yes. So you see that, right? So right under that is the complete storage area. So the entire thing, they'll pack it with ice, and the whatever catch they get, they load it inside and they put it in. So the majority of the ship basically is completely, completely storage area, and this is where the captain and the others usually sit. So they have a captain seat, and then there's some place for others to sit as well. And this is the motor. This is the engine room, and the actual engine is somewhere here. This is how it is basically occupied, and I think this is for all the reels. So they use this motor for reeling. Just look at the size of this. It's beautiful, and these are all the ones that they use to basically drop the nets and then to pull it out. So this is how they load it initially into these boats. So I think for most part, most of the boats usually come early in the morning, and that's when they unload it. And I can actually show it to you. So all these trucks, right? They belong to all the different shipping companies. So they unload it here. That's where the unloading happens. They load it onto all these trucks, which are all refrigerated, and then they get shipped out to different places like Mangalore or nearby Kerala or even Bangalore, Mysore. So there are a lot of places that goes around. So this is the harbor. I hope you had an interesting information on this. Yeah, actually, the one that I wanted to tell you about. So when this trawler goes, it's not just this one, right? So there is usually one or two other boats that go with it. That's all part of one group. So in one of that, it's I don't know if you can actually see one here, but they actually have a lot of bright lights, right? So what they do is during the night they kind of focus all the lights on the water. So what happens is when the smaller fish sees all this light, they usually come up to figure out what that is. And when the smaller fish comes up, then the bigger ones come to eat them. And usually they start, collecting all the fish start grouping in one place. So that's when there is another boat that carries those nets, and they circle the entire location of that light. So they start circling it around, and then they leave. So the net slowly starts sinking, and it starts collecting all the fish from the bottom. Now that's how the fishing is done, is what I was told. But it could be different for different kinds of fish. I'm not really sure, and they again have the normal fishing thing, right? So they normally drop it and they drag it along. So that is also another way of fishing. So yeah, this is an interesting thing. Just looking at this, but these are just few. The place that we crossed sometime back, we had plenty more. So let's see if we can get there and just check out this bird. I don't know what this is, but it's just chilling out here for Christmas. Hi.
We then headed to this place where all the trawlers were docked. There were hundreds of them as far as the eyes could see. We timed our return perfectly. Golden hour. The light was unreal.
Mm.
And then I saw him. Watch this. This technique, it's called cast net fishing. It takes years to master, and honestly, I could have watched him for hours. Every throw was perfect, every catch a testament to a skill that's being replaced by modern methods. This is what I meant, and this is what many Cherai tourists miss. By now, the sun had set, and we had one more stop, the beach. And this is where the day took another turn. Since we had arrived during Christmas, the entire beach had this energy: families, lights, music.
So we planning to take a ride on this giant wheel. Looks like they're taking us for 100 rounds, basically for 100 rupees. They have just been going round and round for the last 10 minutes. I don't know when they'll be stopping.
From up here, you see everything differently. The backwaters we just left, the beach stretching for miles, the town lit up for Christmas. And I realized this is what makes a place memorable. Not just the planned moments, but the unexpected ones. The old fisherman we stumbled upon, the fair we didn't know about, the sunset that happened to be perfect. We spent the rest of the evening just being present, taking it all in. You know, I came to Cherai for the beaches, and yeah, they're beautiful. But what I'm taking back are these moments: the fisherman's precise cast, the view from the giant wheel, the feeling of being somewhere during a celebration. Sometimes the best vlogs aren't the one you plan, they're the ones that just happen. Cherai, you surprised me. Until next time.